Well, the soap opera Fortress Diamond, the ongoing regulatory wars. You've been vocal on this. What's your statement on what we need to do about the problem child, JPMorgan?
Oh, I don't know that you don't want to call him the problem child because it is such an excellent, outstanding, typically well-run company. Like everybody on the planet, they make mistakes in business. But what we're seeing going on right now, with day after day, there's a new article in the press about some new investigation. It's the damnedest thing I've ever seen. Isn't it the damnedest thing you've ever seen?
I'm not allowed to give my opinion. I'm in the news business.
Oh, okay.
But the idea here, Sal, you've been vocal in support. You say enough is enough, but the fact is the process continues. How would you end this process?
Well, look, you know, having good results, running a good business, keeping your head down helps a lot. But what you're seeing here, maybe it's a complete coincidence that it seems as though every time we pick up the newspaper, there's a new investigation of the company. Yeah. I mean, Sunday, I'm reading the newspaper about, you know, they're hiring individuals, you know, Chinese individuals and getting business. And you're sitting there and saying, okay, I get it if they're hiring the person who's sitting on the beach, but hiring a person for their contacts?
Lloyd Blankfein has gotten more visible, much more visible to the public. Does Jamie Dimon have to get more visible with Main Street America?
You know, I think, again, if you stick to your knitting, you keep your head down, you do good business. I mean, highly correlated with Lloyd Blankfein becoming somewhat more visible. I mean, he's not on Oprah every week, for goodness sake, but highly correlated is Goldman, you know, sort of keeping their nose clean and is producing good results, and good results count for a lot.
But how do you get a price for the pain of what we saw in a 6-year financial crisis? How do you extract a penalty or a price, a pain?
Well, the government is working to do it through the increased regulation, isn't it? You know, through Dodd-Frank, through the increased in leverage, and this continues, and quite frankly, it should. The right conversation, you and I have talked about this before, the right conversation for us to be having is what's the right amount of leverage, what's the right amount of capital for these institutions, because they will stumble again at some point. Humans are not perfect.
Are we having that discussion now? Is Dodd-Frank working?
Well, Dodd-Frank is not by any means fully implemented.
Sure.
And my concern about Dodd-Frank is that it takes an extremely detailed approach when really the issue is, do they have enough capital for the risk they're taking?